So this is Joshua Hart from JTH Boxing, and today I'm joined by the birthday boy, Leigh Wood. Leigh, how are we doing, mate?
Oh, good, mate. Massive fight coming up. I wanted this fight for so long. I think it was about 6 years, and I remember telling everyone back then, I beat him. And they're like, yeah, right. And the time's here, and I'm going into this fight as a favourite. Tables turn.
So I was looking at it earlier, I was sat on BoxRec doing a little scrolling, and I looked where you two were in 2019. So in 2019, he was fighting for world titles and you were fighting for Commonwealth titles. What was it, 4 years later, you're the favourite, world title fight. How does that feel for you? You know when you look at the Leigh Wood journey, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's not happened overnight. It's been fight by fight. Back in 2018, nothing was happening for me. Like I said, I called him out, and I got like 3 likes on the on the video, and that trying to goad him into a fight, or even a reaction would have been good, so people can kind of know who I am. But I got nothing, and full circle, I got my opportunity. I grabbed it with both hands, I won, and then I've earned my place rightfully now. So yeah, it's kind of surreal that I'm defending my world title against Josh. I think it's going to be a huge night in Sheffield. I'm drawing a line down the middle of the arena, so the fans can go at it. I can't wait.
Is that just that added element of excitement? Obviously, I know there's the story of where your two's careers were and where they are now. But with this fan base, Leeds United fans clashing with Forest fans, is that just another thing that gets you even more excited for this?
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be one of them where the fans aren't going to stop. So it's going to be battle after battle, one side to the one side and back. Normally when you're at a full house, like, the chants go off, but like sometimes slows a little bit. This is going to be complete carnage. The ring walk's going to be unbelievable. Like I said, I think it's going to be the best atmosphere I've boxed at. It's one that I'm going to embrace and going to bring the best out of me.
Obviously, going into this fight, you've got a lot of activity. Obviously, you fought in February, then May, now October. Do you think that will play a part on the night when you look at Josh Warrington, whose last fight was in December last year and he lost as well? Do you think that will play a part come fight night?
Yeah, I do think it will. I can't talk for Josh, but for me being out of the ring, like, it's not good. Fighters need to be active. And not just active in any fight. I've been active in high-profile fights, in world title fights, so I think it's only going to benefit me. I felt like going into my last fight, I boxed in the February, then I boxed in the March. There's 12 weeks between. I just felt like, and I had 2 weeks holiday. I just felt refreshed, and I felt like I'd getting in there like I'd just been in there a few days ago. So I think it's going to benefit me having that activity as compared to him not being in the ring for a while.
I just want to quickly talk about that last fight against Mauricio Lara. Obviously, I spoke to you just the day before the weigh-in. Just talk to me about that performance. Obviously, I know you drilled a lot in the gym, but just that night itself, Manchester, you didn't expect to have a good crowd, but you ended up having a much better crowd than what you thought. Just how special was that night for yourself?
It was very special. I thought that there wasn't going to be a big turnout. I thought, it's a bit of a gamble, really. I was going to chop off my Mulligan ring walk and just have my something inside too strong, but I thought, nah, I'm just going to go with it. And after sing it on my own, I'll sing it on my own. But no, look, they turned up for me, and they really did turn out for me. And the Mulligan at the end of the fight was just the icing on the cake for me. It's memories that I will never forget, and it's going to be the same again.
So now when we talk about you always have Mulligan before your ring walks now, and if you win this one, you may have the loudest Mulligan of all time when you go to the City Ground. Obviously, I know we already spoke about how much you get up for this fight, but obviously knowing that your dream is literally now round the corner on the doorstep, just how special is that for you?
Very special. I'm one fight away. I've been one fight away since I won the world title against Zucan, and then it was the next one, and the next one, and yeah, it's been disappointment after disappointment, and just the things didn't line up. It's no one's fault. It's not Eddie's fault. He's tried his best. It's not Forest Ground fault because they tried their best as well. The pitch has been laid, and the players haven't even played on it yet. They got the first game in 2 weeks, and no one's even stepped foot on it. So they've done everything they can. The club want it to happen. Eddie wants it to happen. So I said, right, I am not fighting again unless you tell me that I win this fight in the contract that the next fight is at City Ground. We've got that clause in there. So all I need to do now is go out and win and do what I love to do.
Now let's talk more about the fight. Obviously, Josh Warrington's mentioned that he believes he'll stop you early, but when you look at his career, there's not a lot of stoppages on that record. When you hear him say things like that, what's your initial reaction to all of that?
It ain't going to happen. There's no way. It ain't going to happen. It's a good fight, don't get me wrong. It can be quite strong. It can be quite dangerous inside, but it ain't going to happen. Not on my watch.
How do you approach this fight? Obviously, you're someone who's shown you're very good at adapting. You know, you adapted against Condon, especially getting dropped early. You know, you altered your game plan. You withdrew. You know, you kept going. Did the same against Lara. Obviously, I know the first fight, you know, it went a little bit tits up, but the second fight, you adapted. You boxed to a plan. Do you feel like you need to do that again here? But maybe you can be a little bit more. You know, let your hands go a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like different types of fighters. Laura's a counter puncher. Without giving too much away, their style is always going to favour Lara. So you might see me doing more similar things. My team abstract loads of different tendencies of his, and not just bad habits, but good habits as well. That he does what he does well, and they give it all to me in a dumbed down version, and then I've already started drilling him, so ready to exploit it.
How is training going so far? So I know this fight was only just announced last night, but obviously you've probably known about this for a while. Maybe you've even been training for the Kolmatov fight, 'cause that was a possibility at one point. How has training gone for this so far?
Yeah, good. I'm in the gym. I had a nice little break not so long ago, and then I had one day in Nottingham at training camp, and then I've been training again in Nottingham since. I'm back out on training camp tomorrow. So look, we've got a while, but you know, it's an important fight for me. It's one. I say this every time to my team. I need to win this fight. I need to win this fight. But I do. I need to win every fight. But this fight, especially, is an important one. It's one I need to win. I've wanted it for such a long time, and it means a lot to me. And it's going to be part of my reputation, my history, and everything. Especially because what's on the line. It's a must-win fight for me.
Finally, I just want a prediction for yourself for October 7th, Sheffield Arena. How does it play out?
I don't like overlooking people, you know. Like I said, I think he's still a good fighter, really, really good fighter, and he's very, very tough. He can dig himself. People overlook his power, but I just think, you know, he's going to make certain mistakes, and I'm going to make him pay, and I think I'll get him out of there between 8 and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Leigh Wood stoppage between rounds 8 and 10. Leigh, best of luck for October 7th. Thanks for talking to me. Happy birthday as well.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys.
Cheers. Thank